I want to talk a bit about change, improving your overall mental health, engaging in activities and habits that help to serve you, make you feel better about who you are, allow you to push the boundaries of your comfort zone and to discover new things about yourself, to showcase who you really are and the positive energy that you have, and showcase it in your relationships. Um, Impacts the way you present to the world. These changes, I want to talk about this because the work of not allowing yourself to be sabotaged by the common negative thinking or critical thinking or other people's judgments or the need to want to please people and make others happy. These are all activities that most of my clients present and most of us have, including me, that we've kind of been working through and understanding. And it's enabled me, in my case, to really understand how those patterns have just kind of really destructed me in many ways in terms of my character and the way I act and what I feel is important to me. Um, and instead, engaging behaviors that interrupt those negative patterns and cycles, but also allow you to change to someone who is the genuine version of you and therefore has more potential and a greater ability to enjoy the moment and a greater ability to really capitalize on opportunities, whether that's emotionally in terms of happiness or whether it's business, because you're not allowing yourself to be sabotaged and you're not stuck in those repeated negative cycles, you're more likely to engage in behaviors that are more positive and that will allow you to reach the goals you really want. And it's goals that are internally generated, not those that you think someone else wants from you. Because that, as far as I'm concerned, is completely irrelevant. So this is the game that you're playing. Um, this is the way that you have to live your life and assert yourself through life. It's figuring out, first of all, what do I really want? How much of what I'm feeling is me? How much of what I'm feeling is what I've been made to feel from the past? Because the feelings are the feelings, but why is it there in the first place? You've got to really start asking yourself these difficult questions and challenging yourself in order to change. And when people start criticizing you, thinking, oh, you've changed for the worse, you're really unstable, you don't know what you're doing. The reason they're saying this is because you are now acting in ways that shatter their expectations of you. So the question is, what expectation do you have of how I should behave? Should I start saying yes to you and doing things you want? Is that what you expect of me? And now, because in the first time in my life I'm saying no, I'm getting this criticism from you. Are you helping me? Are you hurting me? Is that relationship serving you or not? Because when you change and you start working on yourself, the very nature of the relationships you have will also change. It might turn ugly, but that's the whole part of that difficult decision of, was this relationship ever really intended to serve the genuine true me, the true me that deserves to be present in the world and assert itself in the world, the true me that I know is going to help forge the path I was meant to be on, that's going to help to provide me with fulfillment and joy and not have to deal with these kind of constant negative cycles and struggles. And it's not to say that when you find out who you are and assert it, that you're not going to go through your own struggles. You absolutely will. But at least they're your own struggles and not someone else's. Not because you want to please someone else, not because someone else has made you subconsciously through over many years feel a certain way. You are learning what your true voice is. And that, if you're going to suffer in life, would you rather suffer for someone else or would you rather suffer finding out what your true voice is? I know which way I choose. And, I had a client session earlier where they were upset that, you know, these people are saying these things about me and think I'm unstable. And we had that very conversation about the, the change you're experiencing now is positive. It's helping you to do all these things that you had planned for yourself. Yet, because it goes against the expectations of what someone else had from how you were before, because they don't understand it, because they're saying, oh, you've changed, you're unstable. But really what they should be saying is, wow, Let me understand the journey you've been on. Let me understand why you've made these changes. They could use empathy to understand that, but they don't. Instead, they judge you, the criticism. And how much longer are you going to jump in response to this criticism? You'll get to a point when you start doing this work of self awareness, applying your self awareness in terms of interrupting your negative patterns, and therefore leading you towards positive actions. By doing that, you will get to a point where you can detach yourself from those judgments because you realize just how toxic they are, but also that you no longer define your own worth from other people's judgments. This is the beauty of the work. This is the long-term reward that you will gain by doing this work of self-discovery, which in itself is painful, but it will lead to a reward at the end, where you will do what you want to do on your terms that makes you feel fulfilled in life, and you can do it regardless of what people say about you. That is the ultimate richness, and that's the ultimate freedom. So I would just encourage you to keep on fighting with yourself. Challenge any negative or critical thoughts you have of yourself, because they don't deserve to be there, unless you're using it as a tool to sharpen yourself up. If you're looking at a business context, if you're comparing yourself to someone else, or if you're really using criticism to sharpen yourself or make you stronger or make you work harder or make you tweak something, fine, because you're using it as a tool rather than seeing the judgment and then just feeling down, beaten up and beating yourself up. You're burning your energy. That was the video I wanted to share. Thanks for watching.